Today we'll be opening up a small raised garden bed. So basically I ran out of garden bed space and this sort of prompted me to go to Bunnings and get a small garden bed. This one is going to be just for cucumbers. Some of the cucumbers I'm going to plant in pots and leave them underneath the eaves of the house, and then hopefully trellis them up, sort of somehow. We'll see how that works out. But some of them I wanted to plant in the garden, and that's why I got this little raised garden bed. I'll probably, if this one works out really well, I might get a couple more. So most of my stuff I planted today, there was a few things that were left out and I didn't have space for. I actually went through Pinterest and searched for companion planting, which means that I sort of planted a lot of things really close to each other, and I planted basically a lot of things together. I sort of ended up actually adding some flowers and all this sort of stuff, so I think it's going to work out well. So let's go and open this bad boy up and see what we have. So I've got a couple of panels. They all seem to be Colorbond panels, so it looks like they'll be going like that. So I'm assuming we've got 4 of those. Oh, and you get some screws as well. And I don't recommend opening these things with your teeth. Do as I say, not as I do. And the price of this was $35.
Okay, so underneath these planter boxes, I ended up putting all the cardboard that the boxes came that the planter boxes came with, and that will suppress the weeds for at least a few months until the cardboard disintegrates, and then all the worms and all that sort of stuff is going to come into the garden bed. So it's exactly sort of what I wanted, and I think it'll be great for at least a couple of months, and we'll see what happens thereafter. I think we might have to take some other measures, but to be honest with you, I mean, if it lasts a couple of months, I'll be more than happy. Alright, so these are the planter boxes when I've planted them outside. I've changed the camera. I'm using a little bit of a different camera, so I don't know, the sound might be a little bit different, but just to show you how these planter boxes look like when they've been filled with soil and so forth. So they don't look too bad. They actually look very nice, and I originally only had one, and I went and got myself another one, so I've got 2 now of these boxes, and they look bloody fantastic in my opinion. Yeah, really happy with them. So the first box here, we've got zucchinis growing, and the zucchinis are going to be growing with the lavender plant there. Hopefully the zucchinis don't take over the lavender plant. And the other box over there, we've got, oh, my doggy came out to give us a hand. So in the other one we have a couple of flowers. Hugo, where's that left? I just can't believe my dog loves to be in these planter boxes. Anyway, so the other planter box has a cucumber. There's 2 different varieties, and I'm going to be making a little trellis for it pretty soon. So I decided, just to give you a bit of a glimpse of some of my other garden beds, I decided to put this fencing material on top of my garden beds, and that was mainly to keep the dogs out. And I must admit, it's doing a great job. So far, so good. The only downside is that I didn't really cover the sides, and they don't seem to be going inside. It was just the fact that this was sort of like a shortcut for them to jump over to go into the grassy area. And so far, they haven't been able to jump in, so looks like the plants are actually going to be thriving, which is great. If you like this video, click on the like button. If you liked it that much, then subscribe, because there's going to be a fair few more of these videos coming up as I start to develop my garden. I'm pretty new at gardening. I haven't been doing it for too long, and I hope to learn with all you guys. And if you want to mention in the comments what type of raised garden bed you have and what did you make it out of, I'd be very interested to see all the different types of garden beds out there, and something to give me ideas on what I should do in the future. Oh, look how beautiful these flowers are. Anyway, see you in the next session. Bye.